At the edge of a quiet valley stood a mountain without a name. It was not the tallest, nor the most feared, yet no one climbed it. Villagers passed it every day on their way to the river, bowing slightly out of habit, though they did not know why. Some said the mountain held spirits, others said nothing lived there at all. But everyone agreed on one thing: there was no reason to go up. At the foot of the mountain lived a young monk named Ren. Ren swept the temple courtyard each morning, cooked rice each evening, and listened more than he spoke. His teacher, an old Zen master named Hoshin, often said, "The mountain you avoid is the teacher you have not yet met." Ren did not understand these words, but he carried them like a stone in his robe, small, heavy, and always present. One evening, Ren asked Master Hoshin, "Master, what is courage?" He poured tea slowly, letting the steam rise and disappear. Finally, he said, "Courage is not loud. It does not announce itself. It is what remains when fear is allowed to speak." Ren frowned. "Then why does my fear speak so often?" Hoshin smiled. "Because you listen." That night, Ren dreamed of the nameless mountain. In the dream, it did not threaten him. It simply stood there, waiting. When he woke, his heart felt strangely calm and unsettled. At dawn, Ren placed a small bundle of rice in his sleeve and bowed to the temple gate. He did not tell anyone where he was going. He barely admitted it to himself. The path up the mountain was narrow and uneven. Birds watched him silently. Stones shifted beneath his feet. Fear came quickly. What if I fall? What if there is nothing at the top? What if I return ashamed? Ren stopped walking. Then he remembered his master's words, "Allow fear to speak." So Ren sat down and listened, to his breath, to the wind, to the beating of his own heart. When he stood again, fear was still there, but it no longer blocked the path. He took one step. Halfway up the mountain, the sky darkened. Rain fell hard, turning the path into mud. Thunder cracked so close, it felt like the mountain itself was splitting open. Ren's body shook. His courage did not feel noble, it felt small and tired. He found shelter beneath a twisted pine tree and waited. As the storm raged, Ren noticed something strange. The tree did not resist the wind. It bent, and yet it did not break. In that moment, Ren understood something without words. Courage was not standing firm against the storm. Courage was remaining present within it. When the rain passed, Ren continued upward. Near the summit, he met an old woman carrying a heavy basket of firewood. She looked at him and laughed. "You climb like someone who expects the mountain to move." Ren bowed. "Why are you here?" he asked. She replied, "I live here." Seeing his confusion, she added, "Fear visits me every day. So does hunger. So does joy. None of them stay." Ren offered to carry her basket. She let him, without thanks, without ceremony. Before they parted, she said, "Courage is not leaving fear behind. It's carrying it forward anyway." Ren blinked once, and the old woman disappeared up the mountain path. It is inviting it to walk beside you. Then she disappeared down a path Ren had not noticed before. At the top of the mountain, there was nothing. No shrine, no spirit, no revelation carved into stone. Only open sky and vast silence. Ren felt disappointed, then embarrassed for feeling disappointed. He sat. As his breath slowed, the silence grew full, not empty. He saw that the mountain had not been something to conquer, it had simply asked him to arrive. In that stillness, Ren realized he had been courageous not because he climbed the mountain, but because he allowed himself to be changed by the climb. The way down was gentler. Or perhaps Ren was. He noticed flowers he had missed before. He noticed his own footsteps. When he reached the valley, the villagers asked, "What did you find up there?" Ren thought carefully. "I found that fear does not disappear," he said, "but it becomes lighter when carried with awareness." They nodded, though they did not fully understand. That was fine. Back at the temple, Master Hoshin was sweeping. Without looking up, he said, "So, you met the mountain." Ren bowed deeply. "I met myself." Hoshin laughed softly. "Good. Now you may sweep with courage." Ren smiled, realizing that courage was not reserved for great journeys, but lived in each small act done fully. Years later, Ren became a teacher. The mountain remained nameless. People still avoided it. Some still bowed as they passed. When students asked Ren what courage was, he said, "Courage is sitting with what you wish to escape. Courage is taking the next step without knowing the end. Courage is allowing life to be exactly as it is and walking anyway." And somewhere beyond words, the mountain listened, unmoving, fulfilled.